Hello girls and teacher. Today I'm going to show you my presentation about role of the teacher. Role of the teacher. Teachers play vital roles in the life of the students in their classroom. Teachers are best known for the role of educating the students that are placed in their care. As you know, the teacher role is the most important in the classroom because there are many things that the teacher must take into account for developing their classes. Different roles of the teacher. In here we have 8 roles that I'm going to explain you. Planner, facilitator, diagnostician, report builder, manager, monitor observer, language resource, and assessor. The first one is planner. Prepares the lesson before teaching, anticipates problems and selects, designs, and adapts materials. Teachers design lesson plans to teach the standards and provide engaging activities while taking into account each student's interests and instructional needs. Guys, in our practices, before we go into the school, we have to plan the classes and prepare the lessons and activities that we're going to develop in the classes. So it's very important to take this into account to plan the classes for developing very well. Facilitator provides opportunities for learning, helps learners to access resources and develop learner autonomy. Instead of just lecturing in the classroom, teachers are facilitators of learning, providing students with the information and tools that they need to master a subject. So the teacher provides the information and tools that the student needs. A teacher provides students of different ways to acquire the knowledge. Diagnostician so works out and tackles with the causes of learners' difficulties and learning problems. Teachers are thought to look for signs of trouble in the students. When students' behaviors change, teachers are required to look into the problem. So teachers are taught to look for signs of trouble in the student. It's important to follow maybe the procedure when teacher detect some trouble in the students. Report builder tries to create a good relationship with and between learners during the warm-up and leading phase using adopting icebreaker activities. So I'm going to result the importance to have a good attitude. It's important the teacher show the students a good attitude because students are observing the teacher, and this could be maybe if you are sad, if you are, I don't know, with a bad attitude, maybe they can feel this and act at the same way that you are acting. So it's important to have a good attitude. Maybe with expressions, with the movement, you show them many things, and it's important to do this movement or expressions to a good way. Manager. Organizing the learning space makes sure everything in the classroom is running normally and smoothly, and sets up rules and routines for behavior and interaction. So it's important to organize the classroom, because if you organize good the classroom, you can develop the classes very well. Monitor observer goes around the class during individual, pair of group works activities, checking learning and providing support as necessary. So it's important that you all time go into the classroom and observe every student, and if you can help every student, you can tell them that if they need something, you can help them. Language resource can be used by the learners for help and advice about language during the language input and practice phase. So I think there are many resources that you can provide them, and they can use when they need. So maybe speaking, listening, writing, reading, they can communicate of different ways, and it's important that they know how they can to tell you something. And finally, assessor evaluates the language level and attitudes for the learners by using different means of informal and formal assessment during the lesson and after the lesson when the teacher is correcting learner works. So the assessment is very important, because in this way you can check that the students learned. So there are different ways, maybe oral or writing or by games. By games you can check what they learned, or expositions. There are some interesting ways that the students can feel better for evaluate the lessons. Now and here, beyond that, teachers serve many other roles in the classroom. As I said before, there are 8, but in here we can see listen and look for signs of trouble. Okay, I said this before. Innovative, the teacher have to innovate, because there are many tools that they can use for innovate in the classes. Mentor and nurture students. It's very important, because the teacher is the guide. And build work environment. It's important. Set the tone of the classroom. Maybe some teachers couldn't take the control of the voice. It's important, because with the tone of the voice, the teacher can say the different things. For example, for the rules, or when the teacher says an instruction, it's important to take the control of the tone. And become role models. The teacher is a model. Maybe if you are a good teacher, the students want to be like you. And finally, an effective teacher understands that teaching involves wearing multiple hats to ensure that the school day runs smoothly and all students receive a quality education. So you have to wear the t-shirt and maybe knows the different things that you can find in the classroom. It's very important to wearing the multiple hats or wearing the t-shirts. So guys, thank you. I hope that you have understand. And if you have some question, you can write on my Facebook. And thank you. Bye.